give permission, like that's fine. And I think it's on the street anyway. Hold up, let me white balance. I don't know why I keep that going green. Okay. And then, do you mind counting down from 5?
Okay.
This time.
You said KTC?
Yeah, channel 3.
We have a reporter here. This is perfect because we're actually doing career days right now. So.
Oh, lovely.
All right.
Okay,
I'm
go
such
for
a
it.
sweaty mess. All right,
No,
count
you're-
down again?
Yeah, please.
All right, 5,
Perfect.
4,
All
3,
good.
2, 1.
Perfect. Okay, great. Now I can hear you. I couldn't hear
Okay.
you before. So you'll just look at me instead of
Okay.
the camera. But if you can just stay right there, that's great. Okay. What is that line that's on my camera? Okay, so we'll start off with first name, last name, how you spell it, and then your title.
Okay, my name is Stephanie, Stephanie, and my last name is Krilow, Krielow, and I am an educator. I own Red Oaks Cottage, which is a homeschool tutoring assistance program. We also do social groups for children, teens, and adults. And this summer, we're starting a mentorship program. So some of our social group kids will be helping with our summer programming for little children, whether it be cleaning or clerical work or hands-on with the children. Acquiring a job is very hard for people that are autistic because most people that own businesses do not understand autism. And that's something that's true even amongst the autism community. Autism is very misunderstood. But 2 of my best employees are autistic and they're never late. They care with their whole heart and they're just treasures.
Why did you start this center?
Well, a few reasons. So when I was a new mom of a child with autism, doctors told me that ABA was the only way to go. And so my son was in ABA for 4 years and he was incredibly aggressive. I did not know at the time that behavior is a form of communication. So when he was about 5, I joined the Autism Society of Acadiana and got on the board of directors, and there was a need for someone to do education. So I read their entire resource library, and I have an education degree too. So the Lord put it on my heart to start a school, and there was no way I thought I could. And then my son was abused at school. We picked him up one day covered in bruises. There was no justice. The cops told me that I would never get a jury or the DA to even pick up the case because it would be an autistic child's word against 3 professionals. I yielded my heart to the Lord, and my church, the Vineyard, offered space for me to start a little school. And at the time, it was only me and a couple of kids because I couldn't trust anyone. My child had just been hurt. And it's grown from 4 clients to 70 clients in the last 5 years.
7 or 70?
70.
Oh my gosh.
And we started in 2020 and COVID. There's a need for our alternative learning centers for people that are autistic.
I'm glad you mentioned that because aside from this, I'm doing a story on the increase in homeschooling that we're seeing across the state. So would love to maybe do another interview about that.
I love to do that because I do not believe in compulsive schools. I
Right.
don't.
Right, we can definitely do that, and I'll mention a little bit more about you and your son's story, and this one will sort of focus on just the center itself, and that way we can include more of the background in that story, if that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you did great. Talk to me a little bit about the children or the students that you see on a regular basis.
So every child that's autistic is different. However, I have found something similar amongst all of them after 5 years and working with about 150 total kids and teens and adults. Every individual that I work with have hearts made out of the softest glass that you will ever see. And I think a lot of people, when you Google autism, it says lack of empathy. That could not be further from the truth. sometimes the behavior may seem like a lack of empathy, but it's not. It's a lack of understanding and a lack of feeling education, character education. Kids don't really get that too much in typical schools. And they have to sit at a desk. And some of our kids absolutely have to move in order to even learn. Some of our kids are kinesthetic learners. We have kids who have been kicked out of every school. We have kids who have been suicidal because they're living in a world that's not built for them. It's loud, it's busy, it's smelly, and most of my kids apologize for no reason. And it's because they get in the habit of just apologizing for just being who they are. And you know, suicide is the leading cause of death in high functioning autistic young adults. And I feel like at the heart of what I do, that's my mission, because everyone, it doesn't matter if you can talk, it doesn't matter if you can use the bathroom or the toilet, everyone deserves to be loved, to feel safe, and to feel accepted, because every human has dignity.
And on that note, autism awareness is meant to celebrate and highlight these incredible people. Can you tell me a little bit about how you do it as your center, and what you'd like people to know?
Okay, so you know, in our social groups, we have so many different types of children. So we have, you know, one that's in the math department at David Thibodeau STEM Magnet Academy, and we have one in the group that can't barely write well. However, the one who can't write is driving and is planning to be a pilot and about to start pilot school. We celebrate autism here every day. Autism is not a bad word here. It is actually a natural ability to think outside the box. And so that's a strength, because this world needs creative